And then, quietly, you reach a point where growth is no longer the goal. Clarity is. Because once you truly understand the system, you stop chasing outcomes blindly. You start focusing on precision, on doing the right things, for the right reasons, and letting results follow naturally. Predictable within a range. And that predictability gives you confidence. Not loud confidence, but controlled confidence. The kind that doesn't break under pressure, because it's built on understanding, on data, on repeated experience, and that makes it durable. And the creator you once were, uncertain, guessing, reacting, is now someone completely different. Someone who sees patterns others miss. Someone who moves with intention. Someone who understands the game deeply. Because this was never just about analytics. It was about awareness, about learning how attention works, how people behave, how systems respond, and how all of it connects. At this level, your thinking becomes sharper than your execution. You see flaws before they happen. You detect weak ideas early. You feel when something won't connect, and that awareness saves you time. Because prevention becomes stronger than correction. You no longer need constant validation from analytics. You still use it, but you're not dependent on it emotionally. Because patterns are familiar now. You've seen enough data to trust your judgment, and that trust speeds up your decisions, without sacrificing accuracy. This is where intuition and data merge. Not opposing forces, but aligned ones. Your instincts are shaped by analytics, and your analytics confirm your instincts, creating a loop of clarity. That makes your process smoother. At the same time, your content becomes more focused than ever. No unnecessary ideas, no weak execution. Everything serves a purpose, because now you respect attention deeply. You understand its value. You stop over-explaining, stop over-editing, stop over-complicating, because simplicity becomes your strength. Clear idea, strong delivery, nothing extra. And this clarity improves everything. Higher CTR, because your message is obvious. Stronger retention, because there's no confusion. Better engagement, because viewers connect faster. Everything becomes more efficient, more effective. But here's where the final challenge appears: complacency. Because when things start working consistently, it's easy to slow down mentally, to rely on what already works, to stop pushing your limits. And that's where decline begins. Because YouTube doesn't reward comfort, it rewards evolution. Even at the highest level, you have to keep improving, not drastically, but continuously, or the system moves past you. So you stay sharp. You keep questioning your own work, not from doubt, but from discipline, asking, can this be better? Every single time. And that question keeps you evolving. You also start thinking beyond content, beyond individual videos, into long-term positioning. Where is your channel going? What are you building over time? And that vision guides your decisions. Because now, you're not just creating videos. You're building something bigger. A presence, a system, a body of work that compounds over time. And that perspective changes everything. You become more selective than ever. Not every opportunity matters. Not every trend deserves attention. Because distraction is now your biggest risk. Not lack of knowledge, but lack of focus. And focus protects your growth. Analytics still plays a role, but differently. It's no longer your teacher. It's your feedback system, confirming what you already suspect, highlighting what needs adjustment, but not controlling your direction. And that independence is powerful, because now you're not reacting. You're leading your own process, making decisions with confidence, backed by understanding, not by guesswork. At this stage, growth feels stable. Not explosive, but reliable. Not unpredictable, but guided. And that stability is what sustains you long-term. Because consistency beats intensity, every time. And even when something underperforms, you don't panic anymore. You analyze, you adjust, you move forward quickly, without losing momentum. Because momentum is now your biggest asset, not one viral video, not one big spike, but continuous progress, stacked over time, built intentionally. And in this phase, you realize something final. YouTube was never about the algorithm. It was always about understanding people. What they click, what they watch, what they come back for. And once you understand that, everything else becomes easier. Because analytics is just a reflection of behavior, not a mystery, not a barrier, but a guide. And now, standing at this level, you're no longer searching for answers. You've become someone who understands the system, someone who can grow, adapt, evolve again and again, with clarity, with control, with purpose. And that's what separates those who try from those who truly master it.